Hey everyone, thanks for watching this episode of BachMakers. Make sure to
Like
comment.
and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to BachMakers podcast presented by Good Time Media. I'm Wyatt, that's Michael, that's Charlotte, and we are your girlfriend's favorite podcast. Today we are recapping Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. It's over.
Woo!
It's somehow over. Congratulations.
Nope,
Kind of
no, it's
fun.
not. Nope.
Oh,
They have a reunion on YouTube,
where should we
On
tune in?
YouTube? Did
right?
I?
It's really on YouTube, right?
It's on, I think, audio first and then YouTube like days later.
What?
That's illegal. That's illegal. That's
Shout out to
illegal.
the Happy Hour podcast.
At that time, they should just do an Instagram live for the reunion.
Hmm.
They should just all go live and then just hash it out there. That would
I don't
actually
think
be
there
more
should
fun because
be
you
a
have a live
reunion.
chat and everything.
I don't
100%.
think
No,
we don't need a reunion for this season.
to be honest, it's gonna be one thing and
I
one thing only. It's
I
gonna be
don't,
Shawn, Alicia, Kat, and Dale.
but I don't care enough to rehash that.
Yeah.
So
Especially if
I
it doesn't come out for another week or two. Like, I'm not gonna care 10 days from now. If it
no,
needs to come out tomorrow, like that shit needs to come out tomorrow.
or never even.
Okay. Well,
Just saying.
dang it, Charlotte. Come on.
Okay. Anyways, let's get into the actual finale. It was a 2-hour finale, which I'll be honest, kind of refreshing. Usually these finales are like 4.5 hours of all right, let's just get to it. They kind of get straight to it. They have the first vote rose ceremony where we know we're saying goodbye to Kathy and Keith, and we have to figure out who this next couple is going to be. Unfortunately, for this program, it is our dear friend Jeremy
No.
and Bailey. Now, for the rest of America, they're probably a little happy about it, but us on this show, we're a little sad about it because we love Jeremy and Bailey and we want them to get the bag. But they seem to be doing well. Happy for them. Happy for the happy couple. Hopefully, they can lay low for a little bit and not get all the internet heat that they've been getting for the last month, and they can just live life. So happy for that. Because if they would have won,
Oh.
the
no.
heat would have like tripled. So like
Yeah.
that's a silver lining, I think, for them at this point.
Yeah, the heat would have tripled, but at the same time, it's like any publicity is good publicity. I live and die by that. So,
And wipe your tears with $500,000 at that point.
or 190,000, or 175, or a random one from these envelopes. Shut
So yeah,
up, ABC. Oh my gosh, they actually asked ChatGPT for that finale of what to do with the money. Sorry, I know I'm jumping ahead, but like I just
no, you're fine.
needed to get that off my chest.
Yes. So Jeremy and Bailey go home. Did they like reveal who voted for who at that
No.
point?
They'll never do
They
that.
should
They'll
do
never
that.
actually show because
They should though.
It's always
Mhm.
just like them controlling it.
Stop.
Speaking of puppet strings, what, Charlie, don't like that?
What?
You didn't like that?
No. Saying stop that to the producers, saying who
Okay.
to vote for. They don't. They would never. It's
No.
authentic.
And speaking of pulling strings, though,
Charlotte's lying.
we get to the next date, which is the like hold your weight thing where they're above water, whatever.
Mhm.
My question is,
How did Spencer
what
not
would
win that?
no, what would they have done if it was Kathy and Keith? Like they're not doing that challenge. So like did they just squeeze them out and tell them, "Hey, like you're not going to win this next challenge because it's like a physical challenge like that."
Whoa.
Not saying Keith
Whoa.
couldn't like let's
He's
be
got
let's
dad
be real.
strength. He's got dad strength. They would have done a different percentage. They would have done something differently because obviously weight wise, they're definitely probably close to the youngins, if not more. So they couldn't. They would have probably lowered the percentage of body weight that they would have been able to hold. And I think Keith and Kathy would have been fine in that challenge.
I think
They
they would have
would've-
done it.
Now, if Kim was still there with his heart problems, don't think that would have been happening.
Yeah, so okay, I think they squeezed out the Goldens. I don't think ABC was ever going to let a golden couple win. Based off the challenges they were setting up, they planned those months in advance. There's no way they're waking up that morning like, hey, what should today's challenge be? Especially for the final three.
Yeah, they're
So
getting
like
the pool.
They could
they
have had a
planned.
backup challenge. I feel like they would have had to have had a like if Goldens are here plan and not kind of, you know?
I think they knew sheer numbers wise and the way it's, you're getting voted out by your peers. They knew that the youngins were gonna like kind of collab to kind of get the Goldens out
Mhm.
in a sense. Like I feel like they knew that was gonna happen, so they didn't even need to plan a backup. Like they knew Goldens were not making it to the end.
It almost feels like two different parties were planning this paradise. There was one party who decided, hey, we want Goldens there. That's a good idea. And then there was a party that is planning these challenges and like structuring the show. It's like the people who structured the show felt like they didn't want the Goldens there. And that the
Oh,
Goldens were
sure.
a hurdle that they had to get over to do the show that they wanted to do.
It
That's
probably
almost what it felt like.
was. It
Yeah.
like I'm sure not everyone in production was thrilled that they had
Yeah.
to cater to the Goldens.
Yeah.
Like it just messes
That's the
things
vibe
up.
I got. Um okay, so they do that challenge, and Andrew and Alex win. Congratulations,
Oh,
Andrew and Alex. Love that for them.
snaps.
Alex
Uh,
sneaky strong. She was
it
you can tell that she was pulling her weight.
Dale was pissed. Dale
Mm.
was not happy. He was complaining about the bags and immediately was like, "That's production fault." Like
I'm
whatever.
a former pro athlete.
Yeah, there's no way. His ego was hurt a little bit. That's what happened. But that happens. We get to the night portion of that date where Alex and Andrew are safe at this point, and Jesse announces, "Hey, we have some guests joining us." And those guests are all the couples that were voted off for the last 3 or 4 weeks, the Parliament of Paradise, as you can call
Mm.
them. And they all show up. Jeremy had his little glasses on. I don't know if you guys caught that with his shades.
You're doing too much, Jer. Like honestly,
It's
like
best.
doing too much, Jayway. Like it is nighttime. We could all see that there was no sun out, and you're just gonna pull on the biggest sunglasses you have.
He's perfect. He has no flaws. He's
But it was kind of great, and
he's
especially
the
that he
best.
walked out first. They saw him with the sunglasses. Like, all right, Jeremy and Bailey, you guys are walking first. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. No, it was great. It had to be so fun too, because at that point you're over the fact that like, hey, I'm not winning, and they probably just hung out. They said they went to got dinner in town, and they just like hang out and be a couple, which is super fun. And then the moment of the episode happens,
Oh
which
my God. Amazing.
like incredible. So Shawn steps up. He's like, ding, ding, ding. Hey, everyone. This is my show now. I have something to say. By the way, I made some calls because Kat and I are friends. She doesn't think we're friends, but we are. And because we're friends, I'm on speaking terms with her ex. And he gave him a call and said, hey, what's up? Give me some dirt. And he alleges that Kat had a boyfriend or was still talking to the ex-boyfriend while going on the show, was going on the show just to boost her career and snuck on a laptop, iPad of some kind to send love letters to said ex-boyfriend. This is what Ali Show was talking about on the Bio Files 2 weeks ago,
Hmm.
whenever that was, which again, I'm sure production didn't love her just bringing that up before it was a huge reveal. Imagine that reveal if we didn't know that already.
Yeah, she ruined that. That's
So that
annoying.
that
I
was kind
hope
of
they gave
annoying
her a
for me.
slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Maybe they
So
shouldn't allow people to go on the Wildfires next time.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hey, come on here. We won't spoil anything. So,
If anything, we'll
anyways,
get more out of you. Like, good.
Sean drops that bomb. All that goes down. Everyone's kind of mad at Sean, and I don't understand why. To be honest,
They're mad at John because they're like, it's Bachelor in Paradise, not like reality TV show game. But it is. And he's just telling the truth. Like, this
And it's
would,
not like
like, people would honestly be mad, I feel like, in any show that someone did this because it's always just like, who can we make to be the villain? And
the
so
person who cheated allegedly.
yeah, but it's also the person who is like the loudest in the room is usually the one that like they like point to first.
Like
You know what
Bobby
I
Jack.
mean? Like I feel like it's just not the paradise vibe to call someone out like that in such a grand way. Be like, everyone gather round. But this isn't paradise.
What's he supposed to do? Talk to them all individually? He even mentioned that. He's like, what do you want me to do? Whisper behind everyone's back, make the
No,
announcement,
I'm
say, I found this out, and she never denied it.
because she did it. Like, duh.
Yeah. Like
But
she obviously this is obviously true. Like
well,
it's a very true
said
statement. Yeah.
she said something. What did she say of like she basically said it was true that she like had something that she didn't know when it was beginning or
I have
ending.
the quote. I have the quote,
Okay.
which I I don't know if I love this quote. She said, "Who hasn't had something in their life where they don't know where it starts and where it finishes?" Poetic.
That's
Poetic.
guilty. Guilty,
I,
guilty, guilty.
and Dale didn't
No, that
care.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dale didn't
Dale
care.
was just mad at Sean for like being like, "Oh, it's not your place to bring it up or whatever." Like, who fucking cares? Like, it's not anybody's place, I guess, besides Kat and her current boyfriend, which is somebody else besides Dale and also Dale, I guess too.
But also, they're sending these people in on the basis of, hey, we have to pick one couple to win $500,000. So Sean's saying, hey, maybe the couple that wins $500,000 shouldn't be the couple that one party of that couple is still in contact with their ex as of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Like that
you're
seems
right.
fair. That's a
He's,
good thing to bring up. They're voting for $500,000. It's not just like, hey, we're voting on our favorite couple. It's like we're voting on who deserves $500,000. So I feel like everyone deserves to know that, whether Dale cares or not. I don't think that's the point.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean, it's fine.
agree. It like
I mean, if he
we're
didn't
not
bring it
mad at
up,
Sean.
yeah, if
No,
he
yeah,
didn't bring
I
it
know.
up, that
Sorry,
would
I'm
have
more
just been
preaching.
boring. Yeah, it made good TV. Like, it made like again, that's the most exciting thing that's happened in like how many episodes, probably.
Yeah.
All of them, however many there's been this
And
season.
think how stupid this finale would be without without Sean.
Oh my gosh, it'd been worse than last year's finale. Honestly, it'd been worse than last year's finale, or not last year. I guess 2 years ago,
2 years
technically.
ago. Yeah.
Or the
Yeah,
last
two.
Paradise.
Yeah, I don't know what this finale would have been without Sean. That's the moment.
Agreed.
So
It was
shout out to Sean.
amazing. It was
Shout out
literally
to Sean.
it it was perfect. I'm so
So
glad
good.
he did that. And everyone's reactions. It was a priceless moment and I'm just so glad that it happened. Thank you, Sean. My winner. My winner. I said that. Remember when I said Sean was my winner?
Mhm.
And guess what? He kind of was in the end.
Wait, okay,
Okay.
real quickly, power rank your boys of paradise, Charlotte, because we know you love Jeremy. We know you love
Oh,
Sean now. Who? Give me your Mount Rushmore. Give me your four boys of paradise.
Andrew on top. He's the best. I love
Well, that's not how
Andrew.
Mount Rushmore works.
Oh,
They're all
okay.
No, they're different levels. They're different levels. Some of the heads are higher than the other heads.
Okay.
okay. We
Andrew,
can rank them. Yeah.
Jeremy, Jonathan, and I don't remember who else was there. I'm gonna pick.
Sean,
Sean,
you just said
you
Sean.
Oh,
just said
Sean. Sean.
Sean
Sean's.
barely makes the list at four.
I just forgot. I was like, should I pick a golden? I forgot I was talking about Sean. I don't know where I am. I'm
Wait,
just happy to be
why
here.
I thought you did not like Jonathan this Paradise?
Yeah, no. But I like Jonathan.
No.
Like I'm
Just
just
not.
like I'm a Jonathan fan. Like I was happy to see his face again
Okay.
this episode. Like he's just good guy.
That's fair. I think
True.
my list would be somewhat similar. Um, what
I'll
was the
probably throw
guy's
like
name from week
Kim.
one?
Kyle.
Kyle. Kyle's probably
I Kyle
four.
popped into my brain also. I was like, what if I said Kyle?
Oh,
Nah,
what a
Kim, you
great
gotta have
one.
Golden in there. I think Kim is very
Kim.
Gary. Gary.
Kim.
short lived though.
You know.
The grand scheme of things. He was pulling.
Hmm.
So after Sean pulls his thing, Kat runs off and it's like, I can't believe you did this. It's true, but I can't believe you told people. Why would you do
I
that?
can't believe you've done this.
You're my friend, but also I told you to your face we're not friends. So like
Perfect.
again, it's just a weird thing for everyone to kind of turn on Shawn when the scenario is the scenario where it's like, hey, I have this information. I should probably tell people. I do like the showmanship he had. The theatrics of it were good, where he put on a show. He was like, hey, I have some information. Now I'm going to reveal it this way. And he just, it's very showy. I liked it.
Wait, can
Yes.
I say something though?
No.
It is kind of weird. Like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's weird. It's actually all really weird because there shouldn't allow it shouldn't be allowed for like outside influence. Shawn shouldn't have been allowed to talk to the outside world and then
No,
come
screw
back
that. No,
and
screw that.
no, I'm right. I'm 100% right. The outside world should not have been allowed. Yes, we got that amazing moment and I wouldn't have wanted to trade it, but
Then,
it doesn't make sense. Why should they be like that's not it's just
But,
well,
okay,
they bring them
but
all back.
it's
If they're
not
getting all
live.
brought back, you should be able to use. You should be able to use knowledge that you've acquired in the, I don't know, week you've been gone. Because in real time, how long has Sean been gone? 6 days, maybe, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you make some calls, screw it, you know. And what if it came out that like Sean was lying and like Cat had the receipts? Then like it's still a risk even bringing up in Sean's case. Like he could get exposed if he brought it up and it was wrong. So
no,
it's
the
like,
issue isn't it being a risk. The issue is that I don't like that he was able to bring an outside like that's just not how this works. It's supposed to be like an environment, like a technology free, outside world free place.
and it
They have
is.
It's
if
He was
not
iPad,
though.
they
It's
he was
would.
not.
done.
This isn't paradise. This isn't your normal paradise, Charlotte.
I know it's not my normal paradise, but what other reality show, like game style show,
Love
can they
Island.
have their phones connected to the internet?
not
Oh
Sean
no,
didn't
no,
have his phone. Love
he didn't have
Island,
his.
they have.
He was gone. He was off. He was out of
But
paradise,
then
and then
when
he
they
came
brought
back.
him back, then they shouldn't have been allowed
It's
to
his
either
fault.
have their phones while they were still in Costa Rica
Jesus,
or they,
you're gonna
oh
be a
my God,
tough parent.
If
sorry. I'm just
if Cat gets a
saying.
laptop, Sean gets a phone.
Yeah, if Cat gets a
Cat
laptop
doesn't have
while
a
she's there,
laptop. Cat doesn't have a
Cat has a
laptop.
laptop. Cat
she's
has a
got a
laptop.
laptop in her back pocket. My
Okay, fine. If Cat can have the laptop, Sean can have that. But overall, outside influence, like the outside should not be able to influence a moment like that. Like it's weird that that was how that went down.
It is. I do get your point, but I also think because it's filmed so far in advance of like when a normal audience sees it, it's so limited on what they could possibly learn on the outside. You know what I
But he
mean? Because it's
learned
such a
something.
vacuum.
He
He
did. But
did.
he did. So I don't like that. I don't care what they can or can't. Like I don't think they should know anything. Like that's not fair. Going out of his way to look for dirt on Cat to bring it back in to make her lose. That's wrong.
I
And
don't
I
think
didn't
so.
want them to
I
win.
don't hate that take. I don't hate the take, but
Because it's a good take.
Hey, he said if I'm going down, I'm already out. I'm bringing you with me.
But ugh, whatever. It
Screw
was
it.
stupid. And I just,
Doggy dog
production,
world.
I just want you to know that I think that that was weird and I don't think that should have been allowed. So,
well, let's be honest. This finale was a little all over the place. They still don't know what this show is. So
no,
like let's kind of get into the rest. We can talk about it all. The next morning they have the three couples there and like they reveal the votes of what the Parliament of Paradise voted, and they do it just in front of the pool in like the
Yeah.
least dramatic setting of all time. Just like in front of a couple pool chairs. They're
They're
like, "Oh
like,
yeah, by
hey,
the way,"
they're literally just like checkouts at 3. We got to wrap this up.
literally, literally. They're like, "Yeah, Dale and Kat, by the way, sorry you're going home." Dale's like, "I make a lot of money. My life's awesome. I don't even need Kat. See ya. This was fun." And then they announce, "Hey, Justin Spencer, you're moving on to the finals, where you're not competing against each other."
yeah,
That
I,
was weird.
what? Literally, like, what?
They're like, "You're in the They could have done what they did with Kat or with Alex and Andrew and Jess and Spencer, and done it with Kat and Dale too. And guess what? All that money added up still wouldn't equal $500,000 ABC. So you still profit and you still pocket some of that money. Like they said, oh, we're in the finals, we're in the finals, but you're not competing against each other. So it's not a finals. You won.
That, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, wait, so there's no winner, right?
or they're all winners.
Like, who's the winner? I guess Jess and Spencer. Did they get the most money?
Not the viewers.
Well, we're the losers of the season, but uh, whatever.
No,
It's
yeah, they kept phrasing it as the finals, even though there wasn't ever a true final competition or even final like vote or
mhm.
anything. Or they could have done like a prisoner's dilemma, like they tried to set up, but like
They were
with
close.
with the other couples,
Yeah.
or with the other couple or something. Then something like that. But then again, just like similar Paradise seasons, it's kind of an anticlimactic ending, which there is no true way to have like love and also a fun
Hmm.
ending, I think. But I don't mind the way they ended it. It was somewhat suspenseful, but then they obviously added the bullshit.
Can I
Yes.
say this? I thought, honestly, I thought
Charlotte,
that.
I'm gonna keep a tracker every time you say, "Can I say something?" You're on a podcast.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it, but
Yes.
I
And when
think.
you raise your hand,
Well, I don't
I
want to
do like
interrupt.
you raising. I do like you raising your hand though.
Okay, so I thought that if they both chose money, in my head I was like, oh, they're gonna reward them because then be like because I mean I'm sorry if they both chose love, sorry. If they both chose love, I thought they were gonna be like, that was the test and you passed.
Mhm.
Here's like like the money. Like the money. Not the envelope money, you know? And then I was
Yeah,
wrong, and then I was like disappointed. I do want to say though, I liked learning that Jess and Spencer are both lefties.
that was a
I
fun
liked
tidbit.
knowing that, so
Yeah. No, that was
good.
good.
That's good. That's good to know.
I did think that as well, where they, oh, you both chose love. Congratulations. Here's your
Yeah,
$250,000.
I wish they did that because it was.
But
it
ABC, I
seems
still don't think they had $500,000 to give. That's
so
my theory.
cheap. It just
They
seems
knew
so
there was no
cheap that they
way.
did it that way with the envelopes.
It was.
Like
Yeah,
it would have made sense if it's the $250,000. If you get like the choose the love, you like also get the money. Like whoa, that would have
and
made sense. And the fact
and
that you're just doing the and a ring, yeah, the fact that you're just doing this envelope thing, I feel like makes it seem so cheap because like $190,000 compared to $250,000. Let's be real, that's that's a good amount of money, but for ABC, that's nothing. That's nothing.
Mhm.
That's nothing. Just like do all of the money. The fact that you're doing this like amount that could a large sum of money that could be close to zero or $250,000. Shut up. Like shut up.
And we're all on the same page that those envelopes all had the same number, right?
I don't
I think so.
know. Oh, do
Because okay,
you?
here let me unpack why.
Okay.
So first of all, you have Alex and Andrew go first. They know they're not getting engaged. They're not ring shopping or anything. So they get a certain amount of money. That's still a decent amount of money. So they're happy, but it's not
175.
$250,000.
Ah.
They got 125, right?
175. Wait. Is it
No,
125?
I thought it was 125.
I honestly thought it was 25, so I'm gonna. It's probably
It's
125.
one it's 125. It's
Yeah.
125.
They got
I heard.
125.
I heard 25, and I was like, they got
No,
25,000.
no.
But I'm
So
glad.
they get 125, which is a lot of money, but it's not the 250,000. So whatever. And then Jess and Spencer go, they're not going to give Jess and Spencer less money.
75,000. Yeah, they're
Like,
not.
imagine that finale, like, because then they would have to switch the order.
It,
Because, like, they couldn't, like, hey, Justin Spencer, we're going to get engaged. Also, here's like $5,000. Like, no, like, oh, you just chose the wrong envelope. No, they were never going to leave that up to chance. 100% the same amount of money was in all those envelopes, and it is what it is. At that point, just give them a certain amount of money.
exactly. And the fact that I know that you're right is because the number that Jess and Spencer got was 190,000. That is such a random number that they had to, like, it was like, oh, we can't do like 175. We need to make it seem like there's different amounts in each of these envelopes, but like more than the 125 that Alex and Andrew got because they're our golden couple that are going to be engaged. That, no, that's why I agree with you, Wyatt, that it was
I
like,
agree now.
yeah.
I think I'm just a very like I just view everything, I feel like honestly. Like I accept things for what it is. So I'm like, oh, there's three choices. But now
You're
that you
less
say it,
cynical.
I'm like, yeah, like there probably wasn't three choices. There was one
Yeah.
choice.
Like, just imagine that finale. Jess and Spencer, they open it like, sorry, you got nothing. Like,
That'd
you
be
lost.
I kind
The
of want
Nathan
Jess to
the
pick the
Nathan Fielder
money.
meme where it's like Today's lunch, you get nothing.
Nothing. And then he has to propose right after about getting no money. Like that was never gonna happen. They were always gonna get more money than Alex and Andrew, but not too much more where it's like insulting to them. And that
Mhm.
they chose the perfect amounts and it works. So I guess
Some
good job.
algorithm.
But I see straight through your bullshit, ABC. I
Hmm.
100% it was the same amount in all those envelopes.
Yeah.
And what, 190 plus 125? We're talking like what, like 315 there?
So what do you
Yeah.
think they did with the leftover money? Or did it never
There
exist?
was there was no leftover money. There's no way.
So we were all
No, I
scammed.
maybe it was never $500,000. Maybe it was 250K, but they knew that like two people would make the finale, so it'd be like 250K or 250K, and then from there they're like, all right, let's do the envelope thing, and instead of having the budget of 250K, let's go up to 315.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know the inside the inner workings of the accountants of ABC or whatever.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense, honestly, because like the traders was 250,000, but they knew that that was like not promised entirely. They had to work their way up to it. Like they
Mhm.
didn't know. Like you can't tell them $500,000 and not tell them that like it's
It's
not
up to,
guaranteed. Like
yeah.
so
I
that
knew
was
Like
right when it was phrased up to $500,000.
it
I
was
knew
never
in my right of mind it was never going to be $500,000.
was there any chance so there was a 0% chance one person got $500,000. Like that was never a scenario where that could have happened, right?
One person
The
could have
mo-
got 250K if they
they walked
like
away with
didn't
that.
show
Yeah.
up to their
And
party.
then could one couple get $500,000 ever? I guess if they all voted Alex and Andrew in that three-person vote with the Parliament of Paradise.
Yeah,
If
I
they all
guess.
voted
But
Alex and Andrew, would they have got $500,000?
I don't know. I still think they would have just kept Jess and Spencer and been like,
they would have
no.
lied.
Yeah.
Well, if that's your golden couple, that's going to be like the engaged couple from the season. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Also,
Yeah.
Alex and Spencer are great, but like it'd be really not
Alex and Andrew.
random, but oh, who did I say?
Spencer.
Oh, whatever. You know what I mean. Alex and Spencer, like they're the best, but like I feel wait, Alex and Andrew. Alex and
Yeah.
Andrew. That's who I'm
Alex and
talking
Andrew.
about.
Yes.
I feel like if all of a sudden they're like, surprise, you guys win, you'd be like, oh, like, yay, but like,
What?
okay, like sure.
Especially if they did it in that little poolside little
Yeah, like
ceremony.
that would just
Like
that would
that's what
be
I knew. I was like, they're setting this up. You have these three couples here, and like they're just again by the poolside bar. There's no way they're gonna announce the
so
winner right
weird.
here. So
They need a
you
new
knew it.
location. They need a new location. That one did not work. It
I mean,
just
yours sort of looked cool. Like,
Yeah, I would
but
want to
then
stay
they
there.
didn't utilize it
yeah,
properly.
true, true,
They
true,
should
true, true,
maybe
true.
with the money that they didn't give to the winners, they should use on better set design.
Yeah,
Yes,
probably.
add like a ball pit, trampoline.
Sure,
Mhm.
whatever, but not this was so lame. The colors were so dull. Like it just felt very like blue and muted. Like I feel like
See,
like I'm just saying Mexico Paradise, I feel like it was more bright and colorful and this was more like
Yeah,
moody, cool toned, and I don't
yeah.
like it.
No,
Bring
I
back Bright Paradise.
bring back Brett. I like that. Um, I did like the montage at the end.
Mm,
For some reason that worked for me. I was like, oh wait, we did get some love out of this weird,
yeah,
wacky season of Paradise. And
it's
then
like
as soon
the
as it
end of
ended, I was like, okay, now what?
montage
yeah.
was
It's like
cool.
the montage is like one of the sports montages. I think of a sports movie growing up.
Mhm.
You know, you get like Kevin grew up to be an MLB All Star, and at the end of what they do one at the end of Sandlot. Don't they do one of those
Yeah.
montages at the end of
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what's that one?
Remember the
Oh my
Titans?
gosh, Titans.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
but
Yeah,
I
it's
I
a good
did.
montage.
They kind of like were taking shots at the people at the end, like they were like, and no Susie. I was like,
Susie.
what? This is
Susie
a couple
who? I
that's
was like,
still together.
Okay, it
This
was
is,
like kind
this
of
is a couple
funny.
that's no. This is a couple that's still together, and you're gonna like throw in like a Susie who, and then they did another shot at
They
Cat
said
and Dale.
Cat and Dale's
Oh, they did the
relationship. They
deaded.
didn't deaded
Cat
it,
and
like
Dale's
whatever that means.
Uh,
Um,
There's one, maybe Alex and Andy. Jess and
So they said
Alex
Jess
and
is
Andrew
moving
will level
to
up.
Texas and
Yeah,
Alex is moving to Chicago. Michael,
should I
are
have
you
you?
going to hang out with them? Do you think they want to hang out with you? Have you asked?
Oh
those
my
are two
gosh,
very
that's
different
so
questions.
mean. Do you think they'd want to hang out with you? Do you really think they'd want to hang
I
out
don't
with you?
know.
You
Let's be
fucking
honest.
loser.
Do
I'm
you think they
asking.
would? You think Alex and Andrew would want to hang out with you?
Probably
You
like
should
I'm fucking
ask.
cool
You
as
should make
shit, but
a.
I'm busy. I got
You're too busy for them.
other
Okay, so
things.
you reach out first and say, "Hey
Yeah,
guys, I know you're gonna ask me to hang out, but I'm busy."
yeah. We'll let them know.
Yeah,
I'll send my secretary my schedule, and um, we can get something on the books.
yeah,
Yeah,
We can
put
totally.
some of
we
the
can
books
circle back
ready.
to this
Yeah,
in Q4.
yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Awesome. Okay. Overall, let's unpack the season. Final thoughts on what I can honestly say is the weirdest season of Paradise we have ever had. I don't think that's going too far out on a limb. It's not too hyperbolic. It was a weird season. They tried a lot. A lot of it didn't work. Did the changes need to happen? I think so. I still stand by changes needed to happen, and this change is a good thing long term. There are the people who are still arguing, like, oh, I miss old Paradise. They're forgetting how bad 2 seasons ago was. I think that's the big thing that's frustrating me with some people who are like, Paradise was so much better. It's like, no, you hated the last season.
I didn't
Everyone
watch
hated
it.
them. Yeah. So everyone who did is just forgetting how bad of a season that was. And the ending, it was atrocious. None of the couples were actually together. And we're just forgetting that. And you remember the old stuff and you're like, oh, I missed that old Paradise now that it's different this time. So, like, that's the biggest thing where I'm okay with the changes. It's a bumpy road. We got a season, we got a successful season. Couples are in love, people made money. Was it perfect? Not even close. But I am still pro change. I'm happy that this was the season we got. I'm satisfied. I would say that.
I will never be satisfied.
I got
You will never be
yes.
Oh, it's
satisfied.
coming in. Hamilton coming to theaters.
Literally can't wait.
I'm
Woo!
going on Friday.
I
Damn,
love
I can't wait.
Hamilton.
It's gonna
that's
love it.
sick.
Can't wait.
Um, I agree with that take. I'm also pro change. I think that's great. But now I'm kind of questioning like what's next. Like,
Mhm.
are they gonna do? They can't do this same season next year, or let's say they even skip a year and do every other year. Maybe they just want a better cast pool or whatever. They can't do the halfway through the season the money change. So they're either gonna have to do like money straight up, and this is how it's gonna be from now on, or you experimented with the money thing, you experimented with the game aspect of it, and you kind of like bring Bachelor Pad back or bring something else back, and then maybe also Scott Teddy, you go to back to like a more of an OG esque style Paradise, but it can't be the exact same thing. If it's money from the jump, you still gotta switch it up. You still gotta switch it up. You gotta be constantly bringing people in, and I don't know, stop trying to pick from other people's shows and I don't know, experiment with more stuff. But I don't know. I like the camera changes. I like the different angles and the vibe switch up. I even like the intro, sort of.
I
Charlotte,
think
go ahead.
I've been saying this all season, but I still think the format, like it needs to, we need Paradise, no Goldens. That should happen. Mini series, Golden Paradise, if they want to do that. Like maybe like a 1 week Florida vacation for the Goldens, something like that. Like a mini or Florida, whatever. Um, then this is what needs to happen. We need to bring back Bachelor Winter Games so we have a fun winter show where money can be involved from the start and there can be love and we get to see them in a new season so it's fun. But for Paradise, I think one of the biggest things that was wrong with this season was the lack of cast members. I feel like there was just no one there. I feel like obviously there were people, but there wasn't enough. I feel like there's so many people from Grant's season that just like weren't there that I feel like should have been. I don't know. I feel like there's so many people that just were not there. So many people that on a normal year, like of course we would have seen it in Paradise.
Mhm.
Like there just wasn't enough. And I think if all the Goldens weren't there, then that many more people, like younger people, would have been there, which is what we're missing from a regular season of Paradise.
Yeah.
So next year, I hope that they take my advice. I hope that they do what I want because, yeah,
If they do Paradise next year, there's no way they're gonna have enough of the golden pool to bring Goldens back to
good.
Paradise next year because we know there's a Golden Bachelor airing literally in like 3 weeks or something, right? Starting in 3 weeks or
Mhm.
something. But outside like Golden Bachelorette wouldn't be until a little bit down the way. Like I just don't think that would be the turnaround. Like I doubt they do that. They could do that every year. Golden's in
Yeah.
Paradise.
They
I,
shouldn't.
there, I don't think there's any way they'll have more Goldens there. I think as long as they lay out the plans ahead of time, it'll be fine for whatever they decide to do. I just think going into this season, we had no idea what it was. Going to the finale tonight, we didn't know how they chose a winner. They didn't, but like we didn't know anything going in. So I think that was part of a little bit of the fun of it, but also the frustrating part where like just tell us like what we're watching because we still didn't know. It was fun to argue about like, hey, what show do you think we're watching? But that's only fun for so long when like you want an actual structured show. So again, I'm I think overall I'm happy with it and we'll see where it goes from here. I think it opens the door for a lot of fun things for Paradise. Now, the important thing about Paradise though, it is strictly contingent on the other shows. Like you need to cast well for The Bachelor. You need to cast well for The Bachelorette, or else Paradise will suck no matter what because you won't have a good cast. So like that's the hard thing about Paradise is it's really dependent on the other two shows. If the other two shows are struggling, Paradise will struggle, which is it's why it's such a unique show. Like what other show is fully contingent on another show's success?
Well,
That's
yeah,
an
I
actual question. I'm trying to think.
Better Call Saul on Breaking Bad.
That's a good answer. Yeah. But
I'm watching
like
Breaking
it's
Bad right now.
already it's not like Breaking Bad was continuing to like come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's
completely
already
different
done. Yeah.
drama compared to reality TV. But yeah.
No,
Um,
but
you know,
uh, I'm sure there's an answer somewhere. Someone will let us
oh,
know.
Love
But
Island games on Love Island, the
sure.
regular Love, but it's the same esque.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
match on all the other. Yeah.
Any other thoughts on this season as a whole?
We're rating it.
I missed Neil Lane's presence.
Yeah. Let's rate this season out of 10.
Oh, I thought you were doing like A B. Don't we normally do like A B C D? Like
Sure. We could do
I
that.
don't. I'm trying to remember last time. I mean,
That was 2 years ago. We can change it up now.
probably like I won't say it. Okay, am I going first?
You've been talking for you've been setting it up like you're about to score.
Oh, okay. I'll go with like 67 out of 100.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'll give it a B minus.
C,
Like
C
80,
minus.
80 something.
C minus.
So that's close.
No,
I
I'll
guess
give
We'll
seven.
it. I feel like 75 is generous though, because that means 3/4 was great and 1/4 wasn't. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Fractions.
Like I feel
Fair
like they
enough.
didn't master 3/4 of the season.
that's fair.
Unless you
Okay.
think they did,
Well, if
then
it's
No,
like
I don't.
percentage of the season, then I would maybe even go lower.
There's not a single person listening to this who cares what our rank or score of the season is at this point. So we can
okay,
leave
so
it
it
at
gets a
that.
5. Gets a 5, kind of good, kind of bad, kind of
Yeah.
fun, kind of awful. Like glad I watched it, but also suffered through watching it. Like very
Yeah.
like
It
half
was,
and
a, it was
half.
a it was a hot mess. It was a definition of a hot mess.
Yeah, but it was
It was
fun.
fun.
It was kind of
It was a
fun.
fun hot
It was
mess.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it, honestly.
Yep.
5.5.
All right. So next time you'll hear from us will be next week we will probably have slideshows for the new cast of the Golden Bachelor, which is our man Mel, who is
Wait,
in some hot water.
the cast
The
been
cast
released yet?
it gets released in like 2 days. They've been saying that Thursday, I think,
Oh, oh
or
wow.
tomorrow. Anyways, it comes out this week, so next week we'll have PowerPoints for
Facebook stalking.
Golden Grannies. Can't
Yeah,
wait. Hopefully
yeah.
none of them are over 60, or else Mel's gonna be pissed. But tune in
Mhm.
then. We'll see you then. Talk to you later. Peace. Thanks for watching this episode of BachMakers. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider joining our Patreon page linked in the description below. It's $5, cup of coffee, and it helps support us a ton. Thank you, and maybe we'll see you next week.
Yeah, and from next week on the BachMakers, we shave Wyatt's head off.
Maybe. Only one way to find out.
By tuning in.
That was implied.
Back to you in the studio.
And cut.
Thanks, Julianne.